Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the Grand Canyon Werewolf. This is a cryptid that is said to inhabit the Grand Canyon here in the United States. So if you are ready to get scared of the Grand Canyon, then let's get into it. That way we can kind of understand what area we are dealing with when it comes to this cryptid. And there are also over 150 documented cases of people falling to their death. Now, personally, I think the fact that people go missing at the Grand Canyon is probably because it is so big that it is very easy to get lost. But I know that other people don't believe that. At this time, the Native Americans that lived around the Grand Canyon told stories about a creature that lived in the mountains surrounding the canyon. He also said that he had seen a campfire down in the canyon, but when he went to investigate, he didn't see anyone. These prints were left in wet concrete and they were too big to be human. The next morning when the concrete had dried up, the prints were gone, so they weren't able to be studied further. Some people believe that the hermit may have actually seen the Grand Canyon werewolf, but he was just too scared to admit it. This creature was said to look exactly like a man, but it had wolf-like characteristics. Personally, I don't know whether or not I believe in the Grand Canyon werewolf, but I do believe that there are definitely some unexplainable things that have happened at the Grand Canyon. I mean, just the amount of people that go missing every year is kind of scary. Like, I get that it's easy to get lost in such a big place, but it's still kind of spooky how many people just disappear. For example, it was Harry, and it also walked on two legs. If you would like for me to continue making videos about cryptids, then please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you have ever seen anything strange or unexplained in the Grand Canyon, then please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your stories. These stories also said that the creature would attack and eat humans. First off, we have the comment from The Real Deal. You say aliens aren't real. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye. To assume that someone believes in aliens means you believe that the world is flat. If someone believes in aliens, it doesn't mean that they believe the world is flat. You can be a flat earther and not believe in aliens, so I don't know where you're getting that from, but okay. Then we have the comment from Sean Lachlan. Why do you keep saying evidence? Evidence of what? Evidence of what cryptids are real. We already know that cryptids are real. Some are just better known than others. I mean, I guess if you want to look at it like that, then sure, not every cryptid has to be some type of monster. A cryptid is just an animal whose existence is disputed or unproven. So yeah, there are definitely cryptids that are real, but I wouldn't say that we know that they're real. We just haven't been able to prove that they're not real. That makes sense. They believe that these people are being taken by something, possibly even the Grand Canyon werewolf. The Grand Canyon is located in Arizona, and it was actually carved out by the Colorado River over millions of years. It's about 277 miles long and a mile deep. Two women were driving along Desert View Drive when they saw a man with long flowing hair running along the road. He described the noise as blood-curdling screams in the middle of the night. He investigated the noise and once again found huge tracks that matched up to a biped wolf-like creature. The man stopped after a bit and then he disappeared into the bushes. He turned his car on and stayed in it all night. The next morning he got out and he searched the area and found huge wolf-like tracks all around his campsite. These women pulled over and got out of their car to go look for him, but they were unable to find him. They did, however, find huge tracks that matched up to the size of the man that they had seen. Once again, though, these tracks were never studied professionally. There are many different types of rock layers that can be seen throughout the walls of the canyon, which is why there are also different colors. And lastly, every year around 5 million people visit the Grand Canyon. First off, I would like to say that this video will not feature any footage of actual wolves or anything too graphic. I'm well aware that some people have triggers for things like that, and I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable while watching this video. Also, please remember to like and subscribe because it really does help out a lot. Alright, so first I want to go over some facts about the Grand Canyon. Now for the more terrifying facts about the Grand Canyon. It's said that upwards of 300 people go missing in the Grand Canyon each and every year. It is said that the first European to lay eyes on the Grand Canyon was Garcia Lopez de Cardenas in 1540. He was actually a conquistador and he came across the canyon while he was searching for gold and other riches. In 1905, wolves were said to have been seen near the Hermit's Rest. Then in 1913, two ranchers claimed that they had seen several wolves along the canyon's rim, and in 1944, a wolf was spotted near Yucky Point. But all of these sightings could have just been regular wolves. When he saw the canyon, he wrote down that it was so vast that it looked like the end of the earth. Now, before I tell the story of the Grand Canyon werewolf, I would just like to say that there have been many different sightings of wolves in the Grand Canyon throughout history. The story of the Grand Canyon werewolf started way back in 1875. Then in 1908, a hermit who lived in the canyon wrote down in his journal that he had heard gunshots coming from below his home. In 1960, there was a couple of hikers who were going through the Grand Canyon when they saw two sets of huge footprints. There was another sighting of the Grand Canyon werewolf in 1976. In 1993, a park ranger was patrolling the Hermit Road when he heard what sounded like screams in the forest. And lastly, in 2001, a man was camping in the Grand Canyon when he woke up in the middle of the night and heard heavy footsteps near his camp. So these are the stories and the sightings that have happened regarding the Grand Canyon werewolf. I hope that you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. Alright, now I'm going to go over some of the comments from the last video that I made. Alright, and that's all I have to say for this video.